Hey guys, it's James. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I thought I'd do a little live stream as I'm doing like some of my prep for Thanksgiving. So obviously I'm in the middle of doing my stuffing. I already have my turkey in the oven. I started at about 8:15 at 350. So it says it's a 12-pound bird. So I think they say about 13 minutes a pound. So it's probably about maybe 2.5 pounds are cooked already. So obviously I'm doing the sausage prep for the stuffing. I already took 3 loaves of bread and I already shredded them up. Put some pepper in it. Put some celery salt. Put some salt. Put some poultry seasoning. Put some celery salt in it. So, yep, so far so good. I already cut up some onions. I'm going to cook them up. So yeah, Thanksgiving is probably my favorite days of the year. As you can probably, I love cooking it. You know, it's fun to do all day long, or most of the day long. So that sausage is done. I'm gonna let the sausage drain, let the grease drain out of it for a bit. Gonna put that pan to the side. Gonna do some sauteing of pepper, onions, and celery. And I'll put into it. Usually I cook them at the same time, but figure I might as well just do it separately this time. So yep, so far so good. We're rocking and rolling so far. So yeah, I don't really do too much. I don't think I do too much for it. More or less, I'll since I just do it for one person, me. I just do usually what I want. Like I'll just do the turkey. Obviously, I'll do the stuffing. I usually get a salad. I usually get like a big jar of dill pickles as like an appetizer. That always works. What I really need to get sometime in the next year is a set of like chef knives, like the ones I use at work. They're like that big. I took some when I moved out of here. My father let me take some knives, obviously, but these are more like carving knives instead of like prepping knives. But whatever. We're gonna get to cooking. Obviously, I started the onion saute already. As I'm cutting the celery, I'll turn down a low broil. I like it a little bit. My onions a little bit crunchy. I like the celery a little bit crunchy. So far so good. I'll turn off that water. So I'm obviously doing this because I thought the MST 3K Turkey Day Marathon on YouTube would be on already, but it's not going to be on until noon this year. So yeah, whatever. We're gonna since I'm cooking in here anyway, might as well just dilly-dally around and like just see if I can get anybody to watch. Yeah. Well, so far so good, I guess. And we're obviously doing a celery prep. Kind of like them somewhat big, not like diced or like ground, like somewhat chewable. So I gotta get a crunch to them. So yep, we're this might be more so I can get one solid stuffing prep video instead of like just 3. You have to excuse me. I got a little bit of a cough. I've had it for like a week and a half, but whatever. So the onions are starting to loosen up. I slapped a little bit of butter in there, but we're gonna take the celery and just come down a little bit. We're not going to cook the celery all the way through because like I said, I like a crunch in my stuffing veg. So we're just going to do that. Cut that up. So yeah, I usually get an early start every year. Usually 8 o'clock, I try to get the bird in the oven one way or another because I like to like eat really early, like maybe get my first course in maybe around 1 o'clock or so. So you know, all best estimates will be like maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock. I hope. So it's what? It's a little bit after 9 right now. So far so good with the celery. So we're excuse me, the cough is paying the keister. So yeah, we're cooking right away. You can hear the sizzle. Sizzle. So yeah, usually I'll for my Thanksgiving dinner it's more have a dill pickle, have a salad. Main course will be like turkey, the homemade stuffing, a vegetable side, and like crescent rolls. I usually get like I get the pop-up ones every year because you know I like making those. Those are fun. So that could. I don't know if that's enough celery. I might be wrong, but so usually, I guess what I learned last year is what I used. What I did last year was I cooked the celery and the onions at the same time, so you know, just made a lot of made the cooking a little bit slower. But anyways, so far so good. Just gonna cut these. I like the crunch, but we're just gonna cut them down just a little bit. Might help if I have the knife to right side up, right? So, anyways, how's your Thanksgiving going, guys? Is it going good so far? So let me know in the comments down below how your day's going. And when I was a kid, I used to get, for some reason, I got sick like 2 or 3 Thanksgivings in a row. Who would have thought? And I wasn't the biggest fan for some reason. I didn't really turn around to Thanksgiving until like my early teens, I guess. And like every year, I look forward to it. It's one of my favorite. I mean, obviously, because you know, I'm not really a family person or a get-together person. I just like maybe it's more doing all the work, all this accomplishment, and then having the result and seeing how the result happens, I guess. But I don't know, or maybe because of all the prep, it's always something to look forward to, I guess. So some of the onions are starting to become translucent. So it's probably onions are done. And we're gonna cook the celery in the same exact pan. Cook that off for a bit. Get them a little bit soft, and we're gonna throw some butter in those. Yep. So, yep, that sizzle already. Put some butter, make them a little bit soft. A little butter into it. I probably caramelized the onions a little bit more than I wanted, but whatever, I guess. So, when I was a kid, Thanksgiving was more basically the four members of the nuclear family: my father, my grandmother, me, and my brother. No real big get-togethers, but they probably had more stuff to it because we weren't really well off, so it was more make as much food as you can, but make it last. So usually Thanksgiving I kind of learned that lesson over the year. So like Thanksgiving will probably last maybe a weekend and a half. At the old house, I probably make like the turkey last maybe a week now. But like dinner will last me like 5 days or so I don't really worry about that. I mean, it's not that I do worry, but I'm kind of lazy sometimes. So, I like cooking, but I don't, some days I just don't feel like it. I'm going to get a little bit of tea because my throat's getting dry from all talking. So, anyways, enjoy the dead air. Dead air is so much fun. And, obviously my Thanksgiving traditions are always watch a parade. They weren't for a little while when I moved up here because I couldn't get NBC in to save my life. But, the past few years I've been able to, so I watch a parade every year. So, watch a parade. My father used to do all the cooking. My grandmother used to do cooking predominantly. My father would help. When my grandmother passed along, my father did all the cooking then. And, I would, I would help out every now and then, with mix the stuffing and whatever. So, anyways, maybe, watch a parade, maybe watch some movies or something, see what like the network. Networks will usually air like some kind of a special movie midday, like after the news. They used to anyway, so we watch one of those. Maybe like a movie they won't pull out too often. So maybe later on I'm going to watch obviously the MST 3K marathon and probably watch a Blu-ray too. But we're going to see how it goes. So right now I'm just sauteing up the celery. It's cooking so far, so good. Turkey's been in the oven for about an hour now, so they say it's probably like maybe a little bit over 4 pounds. Or technically 4 pounds should be cooked already, if you believe what they say. So yes, steady as she goes, I guess. So what are your guys' traditions? Let me know. Like, is it more or less the same thing? You go to somebody's house, you eat, you talk, you get together, or like you have like some weird tradition? Because I'm kind of curious. I don't know, people don't do the same things every year, so I'm just kind of wondering if you have any weird Thanksgiving traditions that may interest me or whatever. So if you are watching, let me know in the comments below. So we're prepping stuffing so far. Really, Thanksgiving is more like, besides the cooking, it's one of the 2 days every year I get a guaranteed day off. Like the other one being Christmas. So and since it's another 2 days off, nothing's really open, so it's more I try to do what I can for keep myself entertained. Because I'm kind of a social outcast, misfit, hermit, any of those things, like antisocial, you name it, that's me in a nutshell. So yeah, I probably should have brought some gloves so I can when I mix this stuff in together. Oddly enough, this is probably the best my voice has sounded all week, even though it might be a little bit of hoarse to it. So, stuffing's cooking fine, or the celery is. I think the sausage and the onions are probably drained. We'll probably, like the celery's done, drain that in here, and we'll probably mix everything all together, right? So I've had this cough for like a week and a half. same thing like last year. Probably like I had that one for like 2 weeks. It's a pain in the butt, so I'm looking forward to when it goes away. That's probably been the reason why I haven't done a single bad karaoke video in the last whatever, because my throat, it's been really sore and I haven't really had a voice. Big Fat Superman. It's technically a soup mug, but I only have tea in it. Yeah, I'm a tea drinker. I'm not a coffee drinker like everyone else is on the planet. So, I don't know, just coffee doesn't really do it for me. I used to when I first moved out here. I still have an espresso machine that just collects dust up here. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll probably get to using it again, but I don't really, I don't know. I don't really have much of an interest in getting coffee or whatever. I might one of these days. So, yeah. I don't know. When I really probably started drinking tea religiously maybe 8 years ago or so. Just because, juice is expensive. You can't drink water all the time. I like a little bit of flavor. Just whatever I'm drinking. And obviously, I was a heavy soda drinker at the time. So you can't have soda in the morning, obviously. So, get tea. It's cheap, and or at least I get the store brand, so like I get like 100 bags of tea for $1.25. So celery's getting very close. Very close. Still thinking a little bit. I'm looking for a little bit of softness, but not like, not so you can bend it, just a little bit of softness so it's not like a total crunch, just like a little bit. So, yep, there we go so far. It's really about there. So, shoot. I don't really have much Thanksgiving tales. Like I said, there are 2 years where I sat down around 2 o'clock or whatever at the table, and now Thanksgiving used to be really special. Like it'd be the one of the 2 times a year in my house when we would open up at the time at what we used to call the living room. And the way the house was designed was my grandmother's room, this immense living room. It's more for show than at the time. You had like the real living room where like there was a TV and like the 4 of us sit down. Kitchen, bathroom. Next to my grandmother's room was my brother's room. So anyways, every year before Thanksgiving and before Christmas, me and my brother would have to actually go into the living room and just clean that out because we would have Thanksgiving in there. We would have Christmas in there. And that's really the only 2 times a year where, and otherwise there was nothing really happened in that room. Lights were always out. It was always cold because, we'd take the heat from there. We didn't really open it up until like the late 80s, early 90s, I guess. So yeah, I think the story's about done. Or is done, I should say. So yeah. We're going to take the celery. We're going to mix it up with the onions and the sausage. So here she goes. So like I said, I thought I'd do a little more update to this video than the one that's already up on YouTube. Try to get like 1 video on instead of like just like the part 1, part 2, part 3 of the stuffing. So we're going to take this stuffing, give it a little bit of toss. Got, like I said, I have the bread in there already. I shredded 3 loaves. So we're gonna toss the sausage, onion, and celery mix. Get a little bit of a hand tossing. So next, after everything's all mixed in, maybe I should have gotten some more bread. I don't know, but you know, it's fine to me. So next, we're gonna put in the flavors for it. So I don't put eggs in it at all. Just, you know, there's no reason to, because the cream corn and the chicken broth will hold it together just fine. And the egg is really just to hold everything together. So, or, you know, or my brother kind of likes them to fall apart a little bit. So I've had stuffing, his homemade stuffing too. I just, you know, I'd probably make it a little bit more mushed together. His is more a little fall apart. So I put 1 can of chicken broth in there. I'll put 1 can of cream corn in. So we're going to see how it looks after a little bit of mixing. Again, I probably should have brought some gloves home from work so I could really get some mixing in. Because if you're mixing like the chicken broth from the store, you're going to have to wash your hands again. Safety first. So, yep. Antibacterial soap right here. So, yeah, we're going to mix the stuffing some more, a bit. Well, it might be. I figure the broth and the cream corn should be enough for this. We might put another cream corn in just for the flavor. But looks like it's pretty solid together. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I probably overdid it last time I did it. I put like maybe 2 cans of each. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. So that's what the stuffing's going to look like. All mixed up. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put it in the fridge because I like to let my stuffing marinate for a few hours before I put it in the oven. I don't like doing it right after that. Let's let everything coalesce and let everything interact with each other. So yep. Safety first. Wash your hands, kids. 30 seconds. Make sure the chicken broth doesn't, you know, infect it a little bit or whatever. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'll probably come back later when the turkey's done. When I put this in the oven and I start cooking everything else. So, yes, if you guys are watching this before 12 o'clock, thanks for watching. Have a good holiday so far, and we'll see you maybe later on, I guess.